There are times when all the practice in the world won't make you perfect. The Conqueror is one of my favorite characters in For Honor, but despite how much I play him, I never seem to get good. With that in mind, we're gonna watch some duels from his perspective. Let's get started. I think what it is that the Conqueror requires a slightly different set of muscle memory than all of the other characters in For Honor. He can't feint, he's got to use the full block stance to feint, and there's so many times when I press the wrong button thinking I can do a feint normally, when in actuality I cannot. But on to the match, we're off to a terrible start, down to our final 2 segments of health, and we've only chipped down the Nobushi very slightly. Landed a guard break there, followed up with a heavy attack, went into full block stance afterwards. Unfortunately, we did not hold it long enough to catch the light attack out of hidden stance. That would have been very beneficial for a comeback. The flail uppercut is one of the Conqueror's most damaging moves. But in the end, it's not going to matter. The Nobushi going to walk away with the first round victory. But yeah, the full block stance is most definitely the hardest thing to manipulate as the Conqueror, because you've got to really feel out, when am I supposed to hold this thing down so I can get that flail uppercut, and when do I just let it go because it's going to leave me vulnerable to a guard break. It's a delicate balance, and when you find it, you start doing amazing things. When you don't find it, you get destroyed. Moving right along, this is a relatively even matchup, I would say. The Nobushi has a lot of potential in her hidden stance. She can dodge every bash move in the game and pretty much negate a lot of mix-ups that come from them. She can counter guard break while in hidden stance, so even the Warden's shoulder bash feinted into a guard break has virtually no effect on her if she's paying close attention to his patterns. And apparently I'm not paying close attention to anything, because I basically just got taken from 100 health to 0 in the span of, I don't know, 10 seconds. That was pretty embarrassing. The score is 0-2. We've got a very steep uphill climb. We've got to win 3 rounds in a row if we want to win against this Nobushi. And the only advice that I can really give to myself is to play better, because there haven't been too many opportunities for me to see, how I can change my game other than maybe block and don't get kicked in the face so often. So let's see if that happens, or if we lose 0-3. Already off to a rough start, getting our attacks parried, but we're not going to let ourselves get brutalized the way we did in the first round, or are we? Backdash and getting caught with a guard break and a top heavy from the Nobushi deals a tremendous amount of damage while we're bleeding. The out of stamina state, though, giving us a bit of an advantage, mashing her up with those light attacks. And at this point, just one more hit is going to do it for us, and the shield uppercut will give us what we need. Now, the Conqueror definitely excels at dealing damage to players that are out of stamina because of his shield bash and the mix-ups that come from it, and he also does an exceptional job at finishing off low health targets. That shield bash into a light attack is 15 damage. Just if you need that one more bit, then you can get it with relative ease, because the move is so quick and difficult to dodge, you almost have to predict that it's going to come. With that said, though, the Conqueror definitely does not get to that final segment of health easily. He does very little damage overall. Again, 15 every light attack, and his heavy attacks are nothing to write home about. Landed a guard break there, did get the heavy. We could have stayed in full block stance. Maybe the Nobushi would have committed with her heavy attack, and that would have meant a flail uppercut. But really, that's all speculation. Let's focus on what's actually going on. We're getting poked, dodging out of the way of the kick. The shield bash gonna put the Nobushi out of stamina. We're swinging those light attacks like a madman, mashing her up, and she's not doing a great job of defending, getting her knocked down. She dodged away, and we caught her with a guard break. We just need one more hit, landed a light parry. That's gonna guarantee it for us. Boom. I think we may have sort of messed that up a little bit. We charged our heavy for only a split second, and we saw her guard flash back, but in the end, she didn't manage to block it or parry it, so wiping a little bit of sweat off the brow there, because that could have gone very, very horribly. Moving into the final round, we did a great job of making a comeback. Let's see if we can hold on to it. We started off by going into full block stance, caught the Nobushi's light attack, giving us a pretty good lead early on. Now, if we can only maintain it, that's unfortunate. If we held that full block stance a little bit longer, we would have gotten the counter, but we did get our opponent out of stamina, throwing an attack, getting a little bit too ballsy, and we're going to be put out of stamina as well. This is where things get tense. Landed the guard break, throwing her at the wall, the maximum distance. We may have been able to get the unblockable, but it's not going to matter. We did it. We walked away with the victory. That was a quick finish, but hey, that's what she said. Am I right or am I right? Moving on to the next and final match, we're going Conqueror versus Aramusha, and this matchup 100% favors the Conqueror. The Aramusha does not have any bashing attacks that he can use from neutral, so I can abuse the hell out of full block stance, and already we're showing the power of that move versus this particular character. Now, the Aramusha does have some good mix-ups. He can cancel all of his attacks into guard breaks, and that's something that will most definitely catch me off guard one time or another over the course of this match. So all things considered though, we don't have too much to pay attention to, just fast light attacks, be careful of the mix-ups, the feints into guard breaks, and we will walk out of this okay. The zone attack gonna come out, he didn't have enough stamina to feint it, and we messed up royally trying to get some chip damage out. We landed the shield uppercut, but we went for a heavy attack like a complete amateur, messing up what would have been a very easy first round victory. That was a bit difficult to watch, I understand. And you know what? It was difficult to be in that situation, making that same mistake. If there's one thing that makes me feel bad, is throwing away what would have been a very easy victory. So, moving into round number 2, we're going to have to try very hard not to make any of those silly mistakes. Going into full block stance, holding it for as long as possible, the Aramusha going to take the bait. Now, there is a large amount of danger that comes from holding the full block stance for an excessive amount of time. You can get guard broken out of it, but this is the gamble that I'm willing to play. It's very unfortunate that we missed our guard break throw there. That would have been nice. Tried to use the shield uppercut. The Aramusha's heavy attack going to be too fast for us. We're losing a little bit of momentum here. The Aramusha closing the gap, using the zone attack again, feinting the second portion into a guard break. We've got to be very careful. Now that we do know the mix-up is coming, he likes to go for it. We've got to find a way to punish him if he does it again. Landed one shield bash. We just need one more to close the deal, and we got it. The superior block on our forward dash going to cover us as the Aramusha is going for his forward dashing attack. Now that could have gone either way. All of the Aramusha's dashing attacks are feintable, so if he did cancel that into a guard break, he may have been fast enough to catch the startup of our shield bash. So that could have gone either way. I'm glad that we won. But I'm starting to think that this matchup may not be as one-sided as I initially thought. The Aramusha definitely has some tricks up his sleeve. He can manipulate the biggest weakness of the full block stance, and that is its vulnerability to a guard break. My opponent using his zone attack once again. This time the second portion of the attack is going to fly, and it's going to connect for some big damage. We are at a huge deficit here. Unfortunately, there's not too much we can do to quickly close the gap, as the Conqueror deals a very small amount of damage. Now, we do have him out of stamina. This is our opportunity for a big comeback. Nerves of steel coming into play. Not going to get really anything out of this. And it's unfortunate we didn't get anything out of the out of stamina state, but the flail uppercut we landed did even the health bars up very slightly. So both of us are taking a very passive approach to things, using the full block stance to negate the deadly feints of the Aramusha. Now this is where we excel. We're at that point where we just need a few more hits. One more shield bash will finish him off. We've just got to make sure we get it. The guard break going to come out. Deadly feints. Not going to use full block stance this time. We just need that one more hit. Ooh. But that zone attack is lightning fast. 500 milliseconds. Very difficult to react to. And before somebody tells me that a 500 millisecond attack is not difficult to react to, round number 4, the Aramusha is on match point. He's doing a very good job of negating the superior defenses that are available to myself as the Conqueror. He started off with his dashing attack. Unfortunately, we did not go into full block stance in time. A light parry going to get us punished very severely, getting caught by those deadly feints. We were not quick on the draw there. We are pretty much out of this fight. One more hit will do it, and that hit can come from any direction. That zone attack is definitely on the menu, but we're going for broke here. The shield uppercut going to put him out of stamina, trying to apply as much pressure as we can, getting as much advantage from this as possible, but our stamina is running low as well. We got him knocked down to the ground, but we don't have enough stamina to fully charge the heavy attack or to get the maximum punish. A top light gonna finish us off. Man, it's unfortunate that we didn't get that one. We had a huge burst of momentum there, but in the end, our stamina, or the lack thereof, is going to be our demise. So, overall, man, I think we did okay. Conqueror, again, I really enjoy the character. I think he looks fantastic, and I think he's got a very interesting moveset, but I'm not very good at him. I try my best. I have a little fun with him from time to time. Take him into Dominion, mash up some minions, mash up some other players with my light attacks when they go out of stamina. It's a good time. So, to wrap things up, I'm going to say, as always, the name of the game is For Honor. The name of the channel channel is iBluairJgR. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if there are any characters that you absolutely love, but you kind of aren't that good at them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.